Hi, thanks so much for inviting me to be here with you today. I'm really excited to tell you about TrustBridges Health's newest program for RNs, LPNs, and CNAs to assist them in growth in their professional development. Our program is called Bridges to Success. Bridges to Success is designed to support the mission and values of TrustBridge. Our mission is to provide families with access to compassionate, expert, and professional healthcare services in their time of need throughout their lifespan. Our values are excellence, integrity, teamwork, compassion, accountability, and pride. We are also concerned that our professionals are able to help us achieve quality patient care and outcomes. We want our patients and families to have an excellent and positive experience. So Bridges to Success is a 2-level program. The required elements of this program are education and leadership activities. When you came on and joined TrustBridges Health, you were placed on a salary grid at the time of hire, and that salary grid was based on your previous experience and your knowledge of palliative care. We're anxious to encourage all of you to gain more expertise and along the way to be able to promote that and reward you for all of your efforts monetarily. So you would be able to receive, having completed the entire 2 levels of the program, up to 6% salary increase from what your salary is at this time. So let me tell you a little bit about what's required in the program. There are pamphlets that are available for you which explain this program fully. If you will turn to the center section of your pamphlet, you will see that there is an application form which has been included, and you will see a summary of the program on the 2 pages that it opens up to. So again, this is a 2-part or a 2-bridge program. You can come and go, up and down, back and forth, from one bridge to another as you desire. Bridge 1, the elements for requirements for Bridge 1 is that you must be an RN, an LPN, or a CNA who is employed by TrustBridge either full or part-time and has been here for a minimum of 4 consecutive months. Your last performance review, you must have a score of 3 or higher in all areas of performance, no disciplinary actions in the past year, and you have to have documentation of timely compliance with TrustBridges Health mandatory education programs each year. You have to meet all of your yearly time and attendance requirements, and you have to complete the application. The application includes a portion at the bottom where you would complete a narrative about your professional goals and what you hope to gain from this program. Once you have completed the application, you will turn it in to your manager, who will attest to your having met the standards on the back, and then it will be forwarded to the director and back to the leadership department. Do not send your applications directly to the leadership department. It's up to your director to forward them on to the leadership department. In addition to the application, once we have received it, we will be notifying you to let you know that you are actively enrolled. Enrollment can happen at any time between the months of December of 2014 and June 30th of 2015. So you do not have to apply immediately, but you do have to apply before the end of June so that you have an opportunity to complete that bridge before the end of the year. The requirements for Bridge 1 completion is a preceptor class. Those of you who have already completed a preceptor class will be required to repeat a preceptor class this year. In addition, you will be required to complete learning modules. All of the learning modules are listed in the booklet. Nurses will be required to complete 6 modules, and CNAs will be required to complete 5. Learning modules will be conducted in the evenings and on the weekends. This is a completely voluntary program, and the time for education will not be part of your regular working day. Leadership activities will also be required. You must have proof of 4 points, 4 leadership points, in order to have successful completion. You can gain leadership points by acting as a preceptor to new hires or peers as assigned, by participating in education department competencies or trainings, such as acting as a super user or as in a mentor capacity, working on a performance improvement work group, participating in a one-time process improvement activity, participating in sanctioned, non-mandatory peer group activities or study groups. So we'll talk about that more later. For the CNAs, this may be one of the easiest ways for you to be able to achieve these leadership activities. And we're looking for nurses to be able to lead some of the peer group activities of the CNAs. Finally, you will be required to complete a final examination based on the learning modules. That examination will be a written exam or computerized exam that is monitored. CEUs will be available for the learning modules. There will be short tests available on HealthStream after completing the modules. That does not take the place of the final written exam. In order to gain a 2 to 3% increase in your salary, you will need to complete and successfully pass the final written exam with a score of 80 to 89% will gain you a 2% increase. 90% to 100% will gain you a 3% increase. You have 2 opportunities to take the exam. If you fail, you can repeat it. If you take the exam and pass but wish to have a higher score, you may repeat the exam 1 time. Failure to repeat the exam after 2 tries means that you will need to repeat or start again in the Bridge program in 2016. Bridge 2, ordinarily, you would be required to complete Bridge 1 in order to go into Bridge 2. As many of you are aware, Hospice of Palm Beach County has had a reward program or benefit for nurses, LPNs, and CNAs who have completed their hospice and palliative care certification. That program, as you know, is ending on July 1st of this year. At that time, taking into consideration that you have completed that exam, if you are already certified, you will be allowed to fast track into Bridge 2. So instead of joining Bridge 1, any of you who are already certified may apply for one time, and this will be the one time only fast track, skip Bridge 1, apply for Bridge 2. Again, the requirements for application are the same as Bridge 1, with the exception that you must have current hospice and palliative care certification and have proof of that. You will also be required to take a preceptor class, complete the learning modules, complete leadership activities, and take the final exam. You will be able, for completion of Bridge 2, to achieve either 5 or 6% increase to your salary. So again, the criteria is if on your final exam you pass with a score of 80 to 89%, you will achieve a 5% increase. If you achieve a score of 90 to 100%, you will achieve a 6% increase. In order to maintain that, you will need to remain in the program, and each year you will be required to complete learning modules and leader activities. You do not have to go to Bridge 2. If you care not to participate in certification, you may remain at Bridge 1 indefinitely, so long as you remain in the program. You are disentitled to participate, or your increase can be taken away from you only if you have a formal written corrective action, if you have failure to reapply, or in the case of Bridge 2, you fail to maintain certification. Certification will not be paid for by TrustBridge. It is your responsibility to pay for the cost of the examination, the test materials, and if you so choose, to become a member of Hospice and Palliative Care Nurses Association. One final thought, some have asked what happens if I'm already capped, if my salary is capped. This will still apply, so if your salary is capped and you achieve either Bridge 1 or Bridge 2, you will still be eligible for the salary increase. Any questions, please email leadership, which is on your email, so directly to the leadership department. Do not email me specifically. And in closing, my name is Mary Richt. I'm Senior Director of Leadership and Development, and at this time I would like to introduce you to Timothy Priestess. Tim is also here and is the coordinator for the Leadership and Development Program, and as such, Tim will be able to assist you in any of the questions that you have about the Bridges program. I hope that all of you decide to participate, and I'm looking forward to a really exciting year. Thank you.